Retro.
We were honored to have a local artist hit us up, and we are reviewing his project. It's called Suburban Paradise. The artist's name is Just Kenny. Just Kenny.
Oh, Just Kenny.
Just Kenny. So, initial impressions. When I dropped it in the group chat, Will, how were you feeling? Just Kenny.
So I was like, well, who is it?
Facts. Pill.
I got two first impressions.
Okay.
So, upon looking at it, you know, dropping in the group, and you told us what the situation was, I was like, okay, great. Somebody's paying attention. Awesome. Second first impression. Upon pulling up this beautiful artwork, I looked at it. First thing I said was pause. So that was my first impression.
Pause? Was it the butterflies or was it the tight shirt?
Both. Look at it. Did you not look at it and see pause?
Pausableness?
Yeah, pause.
Yes, I saw the multicolored hair like you used to have.
Oh, shut up.
He looked just like you, nigga.
His don't look like the shit stain that you had.
His definitely doesn't look like the shit stain you had on your head.
All right. That's my first impression.
Yep. So, all right. So, give me the highs and lows, Will. Don't be nice. Be real. Don't be nice.
This could have been another 12 songs.
Okay.
Instead of 15.
I'm getting the fuck up and I'm leaving this fucking studio right now.
No, I'm saying
it could have said another 12 songs on top of the 15.
I'm saying it could have just been 12 songs.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh my god, I was like, what? I was about to lose my
I said
shit.
that wrong. I meant to say another 12 song album. That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Not 15. Because some of me.
Somebody got a fan. I'm like,
right.
Going
Get the knee pads out, yo. Yo. Somebody really like that red hair, nigga. What the fuck?
Some songs I could have did without.
No shit.
Like, like that. Well, I can't remember the one where the girl was just singing all over that shit.
All of it.
Could it have been the Lovers interlude?
That one. Boom. 86 that shit. I mean, the production on it was okay. It was pretty good. Right. I'm not gonna take his delivery wasn't bad. And you said he's from Baltimore?
I don't know where he's from.
I was gonna say, 'cause if he's from here, it doesn't have that Baltimore sound.
He definitely doesn't.
It's one of those. It's good. Just needs to be polished a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Then it'll be good. It'll be decent. It'll be real decent. Yeah. It was songs on here that I liked. I mean,
it can be polished. Be a polished turd.
501 was good. Lunch Money was my shit. And what is it? 21045.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with that. I mean,
right.
So out of 15 songs, there's 2 songs you liked.
No, it was 3.
What was the third one?
It was 501, Lunch Money, and
21045.
Yeah. Captain Charisma. I was like, yo, that was just blowing me.
So you'll listen to this.
I'm sorry. Yo, Captain Charisma was blowing me.
You'll listen to this whole project again for those 3 songs.
He don't have to listen to the whole project. He can just skip to the 3 songs he want.
I mean, it wasn't.
And put them on a playlist and be done with it.
It was, like I said, it wasn't a bad project.
Okay.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It was all right. Something. Would I listen to it again? Probably.
Okay, Pill, highs and lows. So now we done got out of the fucking trying to be nice zone.
Polish
or Will trying to be nice and shit right now.
Nice.
Yes, you is. Normally you hardcore with your shit. Fuck this nigga. Now you like,
oh, it's okay. I guess I would try to love him.
The thing is, I listened to it twice. I listened to it. That was the first thing I listened to this morning when I was at work, and it was the last thing I listened to before I left, just to get a honest opinion on it. And it wasn't bad. Because a couple niggas at work was like, yo, who's that? I said, oh, that's
some random nigga.
yeah, and he wanted us to review it. I was like, so I said, I'll listen to it. And everybody was like, it's not bad. It's actually pretty decent. I was like, all right.
Okay. Pill, highs and lows.
Production was Scatterbrain for me. I felt like, especially in the beginning, in the way beginning, I felt like it was like, okay, let's do this sound, and then let's add 3 more sounds of that to throw off the whole entire original sound that we had. So that had to be like the first 5 songs. And then that stopped. Okay, so then that stopped, and then you can then start to tell where the definitive change in producers came from. You could say, or the change in engineers, I should say, where different sounds or different, the way it was mixed came out different than certain songs, in which you get that in many projects. I think, again, you can tell who his influences are. He's a Drake fan. He's a Big Sean fan. You can hear that in his projects. In his songs, you can hear that. You know, he gave you that sing-songy Drake-esque music. You know, he gave you all that. Way too long for me. It drug toward the end. I think that's it for me. There's nothing on here that stood out to me that's going to be my party record, or there's nothing on here that stood out that says I'm going to keep looking out for you. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I definitely yeah.
If I may.
Yeah, please.
I have a number of issues that arose even in the before I even pressed play. The number one thing was the name Just Kenny. I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure that might have been an explanation for it, but if you're gonna go by Just Kenny, I feel like you need to give me an explanation off top, so that way it sells me into wanting to give you a chance. I don't feel like there was any explanation into it. The second thing was the artwork was cool
until
but it made me apprehensive. If I wasn't going into, if I was just a person looking through a bunch of albums, I would be like, man, this will probably not be my first choice to listen, because it didn't give me any.
And it also looks dated.
It looks dated. It looks weird. It looks like, well, why am I? You know what I'm saying?
Playing a fucking arcade game.
I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. Hey, we don't know what he's doing. Shout out to him. However, then also the one thing that I liked is, the track list is there.
Yes,
you like that?
It's a different vibe. It's like if you was to buy a CD and got the shits right on the back. You know what I'm saying?
This the mixtape vibe.
Yeah, it gives you that nostalgia feel.
Okay, well, you enjoyed it. It didn't do it. That didn't do it for me. Okay, you got you excited. It was a turn off for me. So I'm just letting you know how I personally feel. Now, upon pressing play, I was very impressed with the production. I'm not gonna agree with Pill. I feel like the production is, yes, it's similar to what's out right now, which is a good thing, but it has this unique twist that really made me go, okay. It took me along. The thing that took me out of the records was the presentation, because I felt like he was reading off paper. I don't really feel like he gave me an emotional. It wasn't emotional. It wasn't polished. It wasn't like, yo, it's not like I believe what I'm saying. I'm just saying what I wrote. So, and that came through on Low Key, Temporary Love, 24/365, and then once we got the Lunch Money, that's when, I don't know, I guess because they was on a turn up record or because he had features on there, it makes him go, oh shit, I need to go and put some more energy into this. So now we're getting into the, all right, now you're saying something, I believe it. The energy is high. We're in there. We go back to time and 501s. It starts slowing up. That presentation starts to falter again. I don't feel like he has the confidence yet. I don't feel like he has bought into what he's trying to sell me. The other component is the lyrics. There were things that he was saying. I remember I was listening to one song. He's like, yeah, I come from a family. I got a mom and a dad, and we got money, and I'm not broke, but I still want the world. And I'm like,
oh, like wham.
like, and I'm like, why should I give a fuck? You're not giving me a reason to become a fan of yours. You're not selling me on why I need to be, you know what I mean? You're just telling me this is what my family life is like. This is what I'm doing. Yay. You know, I don't have any hardships. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be respected. Why should I respect you? Why should I give you, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with you having a mom and dad. You know what I mean? But there's going to be a lot of people that don't got a mom and a dad that's going to be like, man, fuck this nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I need to hear pain and suffering. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is so much growth that can be done here. I feel like this young man is on a journey to do something great. However, it's going to take for him to take a step back and go, who is Just Kenny? What is going to make people buy into Just Kenny?
Well, can we take Just out?
Have a team? Maybe doesn't have a team behind him to ask him that question. Maybe he's got a bunch of yes men behind him.
Right.
True.
But at the end of the day, one of the other good things I love is that he's being creative.
Okay.
I'm not mad at his creativity.
I agree with you.
That's one thing that kept me in. It kept me in. As much as there were moments that I was annoyed and I was like,
I agree with you.
I love the creativity. I love how the production was just its own little vibe. The subject, you know, I mean, the subject might have been boring. I felt like he didn't fully flesh out what he could have done. Even looking at the title of the names, the Sandy Coke bottle, the intros were...
Because like some of you hear like writing on the paper and shit. I'm like,
yeah, weird shit. For me, it was weird.
I'm not understanding that, and you're not really explaining it.
Exactly. There was so much unexplained.
I was like, yeah, I get you writing shit down, but what does that have to do with what you're going into?
Right.
I can see if it was the song that you were coming out of.
Right.
But then you just lost me on that.
So let's go back to Suburban Paradise. That's the name of the project. At the end of the day, if you've come up with a concept called Suburban Paradise, every song should be reinforcing a narrative that the title gave. Low Key doesn't reinforce the narrative of Suburban Paradise. Temporary Love doesn't reinforce, even if you're trying to do like the opposite, to where Suburban Paradise is really like a horror story, then you need to really figure out a way to flip it so that we can feel it. So by the end of I get to the end of the album, I'm going, wow, he takes a different take on suburban life. Oh, he gave me something that I hadn't thought about before. I feel like he got lost in his own creativity. You know what I'm saying? And then got to the end of it and was like, yeah, this is cool. Like, it's mad creative. We got some good joints here. Let's put it out. But
the only thing that would actually say would go with would be Lunch Money.
You a Lunch Money?
No, I'm just saying. But that's the only one that's talking about where he's got money. Which, all right, so Suburban Paradise, you're going to have money. So that would be the only one. Everything else, it's just...
He loves the shit out of Lunch Money.
I was about to say, define what Suburban Paradise means to you.
Mostly, suburban... problems mostly money related.
And
they don't really know how to act because they got their money.
I mean,
so
suburban.
What the fuck this nigga just say?
Suburban life is not street life.
That's not necessarily true. A lot of drug dealers buy big houses out in the county. What you talking about?
I mean,
and it's not street life. They're going out there to relax with people with the same amount.
That's not true. There's some suburban killing going on.
All right, but when you think about suburban area, you're not thinking about street life, killing life. You know what I'm saying?
Creep boys out there killing niggas, man.
Shut up, man.
I'm just playing.
With my team, damn it. With my team.
Every day I'm with my team.
That's not their review, though.
I don't know. I don't
see anything else that would be anywhere close to the
It's up to Kenny to sell us on or explain to us what Suburban Paradise is.
Facts.
But I felt like throughout this project, I didn't
He
get.
didn't tell us.
I didn't
You didn't
get
get
that.
that, and you didn't get who is just Kenny.
I didn't get who is just Kenny
at all.
I felt like this was the perfect opportunity for him to get us into just. I felt like this was a perfect opportunity to reveal who Just Kenny was and how the Suburban Paradise created him.
Facts.
And that was not done. Now, if this is some kind of abstract artistic piece, well then cool. Maybe he'll tell us in the comment section and tell us how he feels about it. But I actually look forward to hearing what he has to say in response to what we just talked about.
Facts.
But let's wrap this up. Lyrics between 1 and 5 mics. Just Kenny, Suburban Paradise. Willie Will.
.8.
Pill.
I'm gonna go and give it a 3.
I'm going to give this a 2.0. Let's talk about the production between 1 and 5 mics. Pill.
I'll give that a 2.5.
I'm definitely giving it a 2.5. All right. Will.
I'm gonna go 2.8.
Let's talk about the flow of the project. How one song flows into the next in relation to the whole project. Will.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
Pill.
2.5.
I'll give it a 3. Y'all trip, but I feel like the flow of the project is that, and I think that's one thing they really got together. The production really blends together well. You know what I'm saying? It's float makes the project float. But anyway, artwork on the project and how it relates to the music. Pill.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
Will.
I like the artwork minus the butterflies. If I get 86 them butterflies,
Then the picture wouldn't look balanced because then you'd have a whole section of the picture that would just be empty.
You can't.
call it enlarge.
Would you want him to put guns and
No,
guns and
just enlarge
cupcakes?
the shit. Show the fucking Pac-Man game. But overall, from an artistic point, I would probably give it a 3.
I'll give it a 3 as well. Let's talk about the overall project between 1 and 5 mics. Pill.
2.5.
Will.
Overall, I'll give it a 2.8.
I'm with Will. I'm gonna give it a 2.8.
It's not.
I feel
bad.
like it was a great.
It's not bad.
He stepped out. He tried. He made some big slips, but you know, I definitely feel there are some records that I'm actually gonna go back and listen to. You know, that's probably like 3, and I'll give the name of the song. Shout out to our YouTube subscription people. They always complaining that we gotta talk about the songs. So low key, I'm definitely a fan of. Temporary Love, kind of cool. The Lunch Money record, I'm definitely going with. No Wrong, I'm definitely cool with it. And then I can't remember whether it was Stress or Parallel. That really kind of did it for me. But I was kind of fucking with
Parallel
Parallel.
is a single.
So that's it. Now, is this hip hop?
No.
Will?
I thought it was R&B.
It's Drake-esque.
I don't know.
I don't have a statement for you, so I couldn't really defend.
I don't know.
Or not
I mean,
defend
it's one of those. It could be either or.
It could be anything.
So it's half and half.
Yeah.
It's a Arnold Palmer. Does this have any replay value on a personal level?
Nope.
Some songs on there. Yeah.
Okay, some songs for me as well. Would you recommend this to a friend?
Nope.
Yeah.
Will, are you gonna go into the job tomorrow and recommend Just Kenny to somebody?
Well, actually, the niggas already know because they was sitting there. I made them listen to it. I go to work. I
Honestly,
debo the shit out of niggas at work. They gonna listen to what the fuck I'm listening to.
that's a fact. I honestly don't feel like this record is in the place that it needs to be for me to go, yo,
You need to go
you
check,
need to check this out. You feel me? Like, it's not in that place yet. There's some. If somebody was like,
No,
yo,
what
you
it
know,
was
some like
with
new
me-
little young niggas I could check out, I'll be like, yo, just check. I would be like, check it out and give me your opinions. I feel like it'd be something for discussion, but it wouldn't be something I brag about and be like, yo,
I mean,
my
no,
God.
I didn't do that. It's just it was on, and they was like, "Well, who's this?" And I tell them, and they was like, "I said, why?" I said, "What you?" I don't sit there saying, "I said, what you think?" He was like, well, yeah, I like this song. It sounds pretty good. And then they'll come back a couple minutes later. Of course, the song will change. And it's like, yeah, they like that too. So I didn't tell them who it was.
Right. They just came.
They just gravitated and liked. Then I told them who it was, and they was like, well, I never heard of him. I was like, my nigga, I ain't lying either. I ain't never heard of him either.
All right.
But he's got a couple songs on it that niggas on the job is fucking with. And there's a couple on here that I like. So you're on the right track.
Of course.
Just need to polish it a little bit.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section, tell us what you think about Just Kenny's Suburban Paradise. You know what I'm saying? Also, don't forget to subscribe to our Google Play and iTunes podcast, which is Real Reviews. Yep. And then also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, VVC Life. Yep.
That bell.
Yes, sir. Get that notification icon popping. And we love you guys. We check you next week. This is the end of Aries Lounge, the end of the Real Reviews. And I'm fucking going to sleep, yo. We check y'all next week with a brand new episode. We out of here.